Welcome to Coreum Concepts. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. Hopefully I can leave you some value, and I hope you can leave me a subscribe if you haven't already, or a like or a comment on your way out. Really appreciate it. Helps the channel out. I'm extending the contest to win one of my core apes once I reach 1,000 subscribers. Had a pretty good run last month, but didn't quite make the goal. I'm going to hand out a prize to one of my subscribers for everybody that joined, but we're going to try to sweeten the pot a bit here and see if we can hit our goal by the end of June. Anyways, let's get on with it. Coreum team announced a couple days before the airdrop that they had created a bridge to replace the multi-chain bridge that was having problems, I guess you could say. I don't think there's been an official release on what's exactly going on there. There's lots of rumors, but you know what rumors are like on crypto Twitter. But anyways, there was no bridge anymore. Coreum team found a solution. Well, they created a solution, and so far it seems to be working really good. You can head over to sologenic.org, go head over to the DEX, look at the bridge, and you'll end up here. And yeah, it's been getting good reviews. I said several reports confirming sologenic.org bridge is working well. It's free of charge, and it's moving faster than it was at the start when it was first reported. At the start, I was here in 24 hours. I've heard as low as 6 hours here lately. But expect a delay. Be patient. Be thankful the team came up with that solution. It's no charge, so can't be too upset if it takes a little longer than you hoped. We really do appreciate all the work the team has put into finding that solution for us. Coreum Punks has topped the solo NFT marketplace in the last 30 days. It's held #1 position here the last few days. We just sold out the fourth drop of that XRPL Coreum Punks listing. There's 280 holders, 20 were added in the past 2 hours. Trading volumes now exceeded $10,000 on the secondary market. This was a project by the community and for the community. So good job, Coreum Punks and everybody that supported that. It was an amazing response. Sell out every drop. Couldn't imagine it going any better than it did, that's for sure. This is what you'll see when you go there now. And if you actually scan that, it will say sold out. They had a Twitter space the other day. It unfortunately got rugged halfway through. I did piece them together into one YouTube video because listening to Twitter spaces on replay is a nightmare, at least on my system it is. But anyways, you can head over to my YouTube channel and watch it or listen to it from there. Tried to fix up the audio a little bit as much as I could. But yeah, very good Twitter space. A lot of information in there, even beyond the Coreum Punks. Core Council announced that they're a registered business. Some more partnerships were dropped in there. So yeah, lots of information in that Twitter space. Really encourage you to check that out. And Validator tried real hard their first few drops to get themselves Coreum Punk and just couldn't get it together in time. They sold out, and anyways, I still owe you one from that first day we had problems. I promised you I'd send you one. It's on its way soon. I got a few to send out here now, and I'm glad to see that you finally got yours on this last drop. And this is exactly what it's all about right here. Love the concept, actually participating in a node, the Coreum network, via Coreum Punks NFT. And that's the whole point. These NFTs were priced at 30 XRP to make them accessible to everybody and be part of the network, be part of the node, share in the rewards, and just build community. That's what it's all about. So secondary market's very active. Floor price is just shot right up. And but there's definitely Coreum Punks to be had on the secondary market. Keep your eyes and ears open. I will keep you updated here. When the Coreum network is ready for them, they will be dropping there. And for all those that bought on the XRPL ledger Coreum Punks, you do get a 1-to-1 NFT on the Coreum network. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be explosive once Coreum Punks gets to the Coreum network. Checking in with SmartStake Analytics. Great package of information they put together for us in the community here. So shout out to them. They're one of the validators in the Coreum network and have put together a great resource for us here. Total stakes gone up here the last few days, obviously with the airdrop coming in. 185,187,000 total stake. APR sitting at 33.6345%. 36.2% of the supply is currently staked, and 1.74 is this current block time still. Total supply is 511,573,693. There's 3,395 unique or addresses on the rich list, 2,579 of those being unique. 40,237 core is the average stake, worth at current price $6,385. Checking over here, we've had a battle at the top here. I see just in the last, since I started putting this video together, Cosmos Station has regained top spot. BitTrue was at the lead here with 18.5 million, but Cosmos Station's just snuck back on top there, I see. And Zen Lounge currently in third, 17.2. 007 Coreum coming in at 9.5 million, and in fifth place Informal Systems. Checking in on the lowest fees, SmartStake still has their 0% fees promotion going on right now. 007, of course, always been that 0.5. BitTrue coming in at 1%. Solonation 1%. ByteStake 1%. Synchrotron 2.5%, and Gold Squad is in here at 3%, and Bumbaloo also coming in at 3% down here, and Core Heroes rounding out at 4.5%. So it's nice to see community validators dominating the top end of this category, giving the community members those low fees. So then that translates into the net highest APR. SmartStakes coming in on top with that. 007 Coreum, similar breakdown. A little bit of variation here just because of averages and whatnot, but obviously similar breakdown as to the low fees rankings. And this is the current signing in the last 8 hours. You can see Stake Cetos down a few percent. Staking Cabin a little glitch there. Everybody else last 8 hours is looking good. And checking in on the average, and this is the last 30 days, you can see Core Heroes 98.8%, Stake Ceto 99%, Silk Nodes 99.5%, and Informal Systems 99.5%, Zen Lounge 99.9%. So it looks like you got about 6 there that haven't been quite perfect in the last 30 days, but all in all, everything's running solid. These are just small little anomalies, nothing to be worried about. And notice a new validator, Omniflex, is on the Coreum network, and it was nice to see that, because Omniflex is a peer-to-peer network for creators, curators, and their sovereign communities to mint, manage, and monetize assets. Developed Cosmic Compass, winner of the Best Custom Zone category in Cosmos, and run nodes on networks that share our vision. So that's really cool. Coming over to Omniflex here, their website has a wealth of information on what they're all about. Decentralized media network layer for creators and sovereign communities, powered by NFTs and related distribution protocols. Omnisent interchain assets and communities with token gated pools, fractional ownership, royalties, and more. Infrastructure protocol for creating, distributing, monetizing interchain Web3 assets for creators and sovereign communities and DAOs. Market and marketplaces, on-chain markets, off-chain Web3 marketplaces for interchain NFT distribution and monetization, sovereign and white labeled. So it's obviously built with Cosmos using Tendermint. So yeah, very exciting to see. We'll look into this a little bit more. I actually caught a Twitter space about a week ago with Omniflex. They have regular Twitter spaces. Lots of good information in those. Definitely keep an eye out for those. Good to see that a lot of attention from the Cosmo ecosystem is coming on towards the Coreum network, because they obviously have the experience working with a lot of these tools and technologies, and could probably implement them rapidly on Coreum because of the similarities. Checking in MintScan here, we do have, as far as I know, our first jailed validator. That happened with all nodes. I talked about it in previous videos there. They did make good with the community, refunded everybody. I think they got another one about to be up and running again. And then looking at the inactive validators, we have this Friends one here. Just notice that one's new to the list. They got 2 million tokens delegated already, so let's keep an eye out for that. Coreum Services has dropped off the active validators into the inactive section, and here's your all nodes, and I think them readjusting to get that back up and running again. So in this Friends here, you can see they got a 5% commission. They're going to have about 1%, 1.14% of the vote with their current amount bonded once they become active. 20,000 of which is self-bonded. It says your friendly validator for Cosmos chains. So I'm wondering if some of these are actually potentially grant winners that are just getting set up as validator, getting their validators set up on the network to start building or to implement or deploy their projects they have been building. Just speculation, I have no idea. Just if you have any thoughts on that, just leave a comment down below, and it'd be interesting to know. So anyways, checking out this Friends website here, you can see they got auto compounding. And who are we? We are 5 full-time cosmonauts with technical backgrounds. This year we decided to set up validators to contribute to the growing Cosmos ecosystem. We are a team of builders, entrepreneurs, marketing professionals. With us, you are staking with friends. And you can see all the chains that they obviously have validators on. Quite a network of projects. Why it's staking with us. If you delegate your funds to us, you're staking with friends. Our mission is not only to secure as many chains as possible, we aim to help the Cosmos ecosystem grow by educating people about Cosmos and onboarding more users and developers. So it sounds like a good partner. Welcome to the Coreum network, and look forward to seeing you on the active list. Definitely like the peace sign. Checking in the markets, total crypto market cap 1.093 trillion, down a little bit here the last 24 hours. Gold sitting at 1946, silver 2345. The DXY sideways, still pretty much at 104.33. And checking in with Coreum, it was under a lot of sell pressure here the last few days with the airdrop a few days ago, sitting at 15.74 cents. Sologenic sitting just below that 12-cent mark. XRP's been getting some upwards pressure, I assume because of the June 13th Hinman document deadline. Everybody's getting excited, but be careful there. Anytime XRP gets over 30-40 cents, I get a little nervous because it can come back down pretty quick, as we've all experienced. Bitcoin sitting at 26,724. Checking in with the MMRI, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. If you don't follow Greg Mannarino's channel, I suggest you do. He will keep you ahead of the markets. And with that, he gives away this free tool called the MMRI. It's his algorithm that is just an easy gauge of the market, largely based on the 10-year yield. But it's sitting at 243, which is in the mid-range of that high risk zone. Has been running sideways for some time. Checking in with the Sologenic IDO and Launchpad. I see we have a new one that has come aboard here. Clove Network IDO. Clove is a community-driven Ethereum virtual machine-based layer 2 blockchain. So taking a look at that. Looks like this is going to run all the way till January 5th. Starting out at 1 cent as an IDO price. Our team will be key to building the level of infrastructure required to support the backbone of the Clove network. Here's an external link. Here's a supply schedule. So yeah, check it out. Hasn't got any trust line votes yet. Its symbol's Clove. Total supply of 7 billion tokens. Governance incentives. Cloves will be utilizing a decentralized voting mechanism built on top of the XRPL. We believe a natural and organic community is an integral part of this project. The work for infrastructure will need to be built from the ground up, and voting will be the driving component to govern the development and the future of the Clove network. So yeah, don't know much about it other than that. I really do like what Sologenic's done with their IDO. Really clean interface, really nice to work with. Everything's crisp, fast, very informative, all the information you need. So a shout out to them. It's really nice to follow the IDOs on here. And there's this XNet initial DEX offering too. Stage 1 of 6 provides 90% discount for the XNet token. First round investment will be used for consumer marketing and for the IDO and airdrop to Solo and XRP holders. So then you see there's multiple stages. They have a $40 million token supply. They do have some 78 votes for the trust score, sitting at 51.3%. So it's going to be interesting. I'm just kind of watching these just to have in mind down the road when these projects do take off, to say like, how well did the trust score reflect that project? You know, this might be a fantastic project. Just people are voting it down for some reason. You know, it's only a couple days into the IDO, so interesting to watch. But again, just a fantastic platform for IDOs. We say when put out an urgent alert if you generated your account in Atomic Wallet, even if later migrated to Zum, rekey now or move your funds to a new Zum generated account. Your funds are at risk if your wallet was once generated with Atomic. This also applies to non-XRPL Atomic generated accounts. Act now. So there was a hack. It was good on them for getting that out so early into the event to help protect everybody. They did put up a lot more information about it. The next step, disable the master key. Rekeying without disabling the master key does not protect you against theft of if your key is compromised, as to be assumed if originally from Atomic. And as you can see here, Dr. Martin Heisenbeck, the Atomic Wallet hack of this weekend was one of the biggest hacks in the history of crypto, again proving my conviction that we're far away from feasible decentralized finance. DeFi, we need to solve the cybersecurity problem first. With centralized exchanges collapsing and unhosted wallets being hacked, the obvious choice is responsible, transparent platforms with 24/7 cybersecurity ops like Uphold Inc. The losses from the Atomic Wallet hack so far. Ethereum looks like $2.6 million worth of Ethereum, another 5.59 in ERC20 tokens, 1.468 million Bitcoin, US dollars in Bitcoin. Looks like 3.8 million in Tether. Yeah, this is quite a hack that they pulled off there. Yeah, it's a fine line. Like, we all want decentralized and self-custody, but at the same time, we're exposed to a lot of risk. And that's why the rewards are there too, is because we do expose ourselves to a lot of these risks as these technologies and ecosystems build and grow and mature. So it is interesting. Uphold is bringing out institutional custody. You know, I can see the banks are definitely moving to this. I'd like to know, leave me a comment below if you had secured custody from your bank or a trusted company such as Uphold. Do you feel safe storing your assets with them for the security component of it? NFTs in the XRP ledger works as Joel Katz, David Swartz, CTO of Ripple, explains in a new episode of the Deep Dive podcast. But let's just hear what he has to say here.
People actually found a way to put NFTs on the XRP ledger, even though there was no support at all. They found a way to make it work. It's an outstanding achievement given the fact that there was no support, but it really highlighted the need for some sort of a system that was, optimized and efficient. Ripple proposed what was then called XLS20D, meaning not adopted yet, a draft. That was a standard for native NFTs on the XRP ledger. There was a whole bunch of community involvement around finalizing that specification and figuring out what trade-offs people wanted to take. And then XLS20 went live, I think it was last Halloween, so roughly 6 months ago. And now there's a thriving ecosystem around native NFTs on the XRP ledger, marketplaces and projects and so on. That's been a significant area of growth for the XRP ledger and the ecosystem. People actually.
So yeah, and Sologenic was obviously one of the leaders in that development of the NFT marketplaces on the XRP ledger. Obviously, several others have followed since and have contributed a great amount to the ledger also as far as NFT marketplaces. But in a short period of time, is what he's pointing out here, the NFT marketplace has absolutely exploded on the XRP ledger. As I discussed earlier, the Coreum punks absolutely took over 4 sellout drops in a row within a short period of time. I was actually surprised, after they'd sell out, how soon after another batch would be released. I thought, you might want to give it some time, but man, as fast as they would go up, they would be sold out again. So just shows that the community is very vibrant on the XRP ledger, is for the NFT marketplace, and I'm encouraged to see how that translates onto the Coreum network. But it's really good, because what I've come to learn, because you guys can go back and see when this my journey into NFT started, is within the timeline of this channel, so it's only been a few months. But what I've learned in that few months is that the NFT participants, marketplace participants, creators, are the ones that are really driving interoperability and community building. So it's important for us to support them. Even if NFTs aren't your digital art, isn't your thing, it's all about supporting the builders and the communities that are working with this technology to make it into a usable, pleasant experience to help adopt Web3, because there is still a lot of challenges. It shouldn't be complicated to buy an NFT, and there's a long ways to go to make it really user friendly, so that my mom, my grandma can go get themselves an NFT if they so choose. Because there's going to come a time it's beyond just digital art on the reason to have an NFT. There's going to have a lot of function in it. Could be your medical records, your identification, whatever the case is. It's going to be a part of our future. So it's just important we support the people that are building and building in a positive way, building that positive community, and the project just grows naturally with that positive community behind it. King Solomon here put out a really good interview. The new internet will run on the XRP ledger. Bob Way, the former Ripple architect, chief product officer of Expector, discusses the utility of the XRP ledger and fundamental building blocks of a new internet metaverse via Expector. This was a great interview. I'll be honest, this ate into my evening last night when I was listening to it, but I always love hearing Bob Way's insights. Such a valuable member of the community, out there always trying to educate, and he does so in such a way that it's easy to understand no matter what level of technical experience you have. So really encourage you to check out this interview from King Solomon with Bob Way. You won't regret it. And I haven't even looked into the metaverse or Expector. I've learned more about it in this interview here, but they didn't They didn't really touch on it as far as the technology, but Bob did a great job as describing why he's passionate about it, where he sees it potentially going, and the unlimited possibilities with it. So it's not about buying Expector. It's not why I'm sending you towards this interview. It's just a very, very informative interview on what the metaverse in general is and what could possibly be done with it. It's very exciting times ahead. So great job with King Solomon, and he's provided a lot of great interviews lately. I love the direction his channel's taking with that. And XRP Darling posted a great thread here yesterday covering the Solo Nation Twitter space the other day with Fabio and Coinholder. Some notes from today's spaces. This will have 15 easy to read threads. Of course, you can also listen to the saved recording below. Tried to capture the main things. Did a great job. Highly encourage you to go through this thread. But they announced they're going to announce 2 custody institutional partners. You can't say which 2. Examples are Copper, BitGo, Fireblocks. I'm suspecting one's going to be Uphold, but that's just pure speculation. But yeah, great thread. Ton of information in here. My feed actually has it a little jumbled up at the moment, so I guess we won't really go through it in detail, but we'll scan through a few of these things. The 20 million Coreum airdrop from the Sologenic airdrop that was left over, still coming. Nothing detailed on that. Working with Ledger Hardware to add Sologenic to their list. Fabio didn't know much about the future updates to the XRPL, the XLS39 clawback feature. That was something I covered a few videos ago. Definitely something to keep our eye on there. Stably said they'll announce new swapping feature, XRP to USD option, and vice versa. This will go live in a couple weeks. It'll be on the Stably platform. That's how I understood it too. I made a little appearance there. I was actually at work, but I had a quick moment to jump in there, and I did get this question out because it is a pretty popular question in my comments and Twitter feed about the Solo card. They are still working on it. There wasn't much change there as far as an update. But yeah, great thread. Encourage you to go through it. Thank you so much, XRP Darling, for putting that together. These Twitter spaces are sometimes a challenge to listen to on the playback, so I try and catch as many as I can live, and they provide such good information. So, and valuable member of our Coreum community obviously is the RiseToday.com platform. It's the NFT marketplace that's currently up and running. These are their 3D stellar forms, amazing pieces of art with some massive utility. Encourage you to book a call with Mark to discuss those. It will blow your mind. But anyways, this is the landing page for RiseToday.com. These are the wallets you can currently connect. It's got the marketplace launchpad. Got a bridge here. Didn't become active. The vote portal. Yeah, lots coming up here with that. You can check out your profile over here. Head over here to create one. And here's his link tree. You can book a call with him here. Twitter links, Medium, announcements, Discord server, and a way to earn some Rise tokens here. So definitely check him out. One of the earliest builders on the Coreum network, working his ass off to get a portal for us to interact with the Coreum blockchain, and doing a fine job at it. So great to see. Seems like a long time since Corenova, March 24th, mainnet launch, and not a lot of people are getting restless. They don't see much getting developed on the blockchain, but be patient, guys. There's a lot going on in the background. A lot of people working really hard to get this done. The fact that Sologenic got that bridge up on such short notice There's no fault of their own what happened with multi-chain. They jumped in right away, found a solution, made a solution, and it's working great. You can see here, great reports are coming back in, working like a charm, 8 hours. So yeah, I haven't moved mine over yet, partially just out of time constraints and whatnot. And the other fact is I'm always very cautious before I move anything around as far as my assets, whether it's a wallet that I have a little amount or a lot. I always do a test transaction with a little bit first, make sure everything's okay. I'm totally understand it might take 24 hours, but just the same, test it out. Then that test transaction, what that timeline was like, how it all looked and worked, and you're not exposing your stress level to unnecessary levels of discomfort. So anyways, really good work to see from them, guys. Just because you don't hear from them doesn't mean they aren't building. They want this thing to succeed more than we do, I'm sure. So we'll let them do their work, we'll do ours. Thank you everybody for your support. Peace and prosperity to all.
How do you go from this tranquility to that violence?
I usually take the Ferrari.